Welcome back YouTube, I'm Ahmed again from In-Depth Tech Reviews, and here is Google Apps Updates Roundup number 12, and I decided to start making these videos on a weekly basis to deliver the new changes to you in a faster pace and also make the videos a little bit shorter. One more thing worth mentioning, I got a lot of feedback from you about the missing chapters from my videos. I do put the timestamps in the description, but for some reason it doesn't work. As a workaround, you can simply expand the description and scroll down to the time codes section. You will see the hyperlinks with the timestamps. Tap on the hyperlink and you will jump straight away to the chapter you want. So it's time to see what's new with Google Apps, but before getting started, let's make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified every time I post a new video. So let's jump in. I will start with Android beta feedback. This application got updated last week, and based on this, there are a lot of expectations that the first developer preview of Android 12 is going to be available this month. And as expected, I will provide you with the full coverage of Android 12, starting from the first developer preview up until the final release. So if you want to know everything about Android 12, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Back to the app, and as you see, it's not currently working. Once I open the app, it gives me only two choices, either to close the app or uninstall it completely, because Google is not currently collecting any feedback via this app. But at least we got a hint that the first developer preview of Android 12 is going to be released very soon. Next, Gcam. And the WhatsApp support for the social share shortcut got restored. As you see here, when I take a photo, I have WhatsApp as one of the choices. And when I go to the social share settings, I have the toggle as well. So if you want to get the feature back, simply update your WhatsApp to the latest version available. Next, Google Photos. And now it supports pinch to zoom for videos. Now I'm playing a 4K video and I can pinch to zoom all the way in to fill the entire screen and even more. The feature works really well. As you see here, there is no stutter or lag, which is perfect. This is one of the features that I've been waiting for a very long time, and thankfully it's here. Google Photos also got a new tablet optimized interface. I don't have a tablet to show you how it looks, but I'm gonna leave a link in the description below if you want to know more. One more thing that I missed in my previous video, the Pixel 2 unlimited Google Photos storage ended on the 16th of January 2021. Next, YouTube. And now when you go to the Explore tab and then go to Sports, you will see a new banner at the top that will show you clips and highlights from the top leagues in the world. The content is sourced from different sources that you can see now on the screen. You can also subscribe to Sports to stay up to date with the new highlights and stories. This new update is also available on the web. When you go to youtube.com, navigate to the sports section from the sidebar and you will get the same banner with the subscribe button. It won't show you only the top stories, but it will also show you the locally trending videos. This new experience is coming soon to TV screens as well. Next, YouTube Music. And now you can start a radio from within the now playing screen by tapping on the album art, and you will see the radio button over here. By tapping on it, you can quickly start a radio. Previously, to do the same action, you have to tap on the three dots at the top right corner and you will see Start Radio at the top. So now it's a little bit easier. And if you are using Google Play Music, keep in mind that Google will delete all the music libraries and uploaded songs on the 24th of February. So it's time to migrate your data from Play Music to YouTube Music. And if you want to know how, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. Next, Google Calendar. And now the search button is located at the top bar instead of being placed under the hamburger menu. Next, Google Maps. And it got a redesigned route UI that will give you a lot more options, which is gonna make it a lot easier for you to navigate Google Maps. And I will search here for Dubai Mall as an example. The first change is the rename of this button. It used to be called Start, but it's now called Drive. And there is another button here called Directory, and this button is really helpful. When you search for any mall in Google Maps and tap on the directory button, you will be able to see all the shops located in this mall. You can also filter with the type of shops you want. Here I have food and drink, I have clothing, shoes, and so on and so forth, which is very useful. And when you tap on the directions button, you will see a totally different screen now. The first change is in the top area. First, you no longer get a white background for the top area, but you only see the from and to locations floating over the map. Plus, the tabs that used to be here for different ways to navigate to a specific location has been removed, and everything now can be accessed from this menu, which is easier to reach because everything is closer to your thumb. Not only this, but all the options under the overlay menu that we used to access by tapping on the three dots has been moved as well, and all you get here is adding a stop or refresh. So let's take a look at what we have here. First, there is a new button here called Options, and from this button you can tweak your navigation preferences to your taste. First, you can choose your preferred navigation modes by tapping on the star next to each one. After that, you get the route options that we are already familiar with. And finally, the mixed modes, which is something new. And it says here, modes you combine with public transport. From here, you can include or exclude different navigation modes when you look for directions. Now let's go back to see what else we've got here. When I scroll down, as you see, I have different labels. I have drive, I have public transport, mixed modes, which are the stuff that we ticked inside the options, and so on and so forth. And here you will also see the depart at drop-down menu. From here you can plan your trip by choosing a departure and arrival times, and Google Maps will pick the best route for you. This is not a new feature in Google Maps, but it's now located in a lot better place so you can see it immediately. Previously it was located under the overlay menu on the top right corner. But I found only one feature that gone missing after this update, which is the ability to manually search for locations and pin them under the Go tab. As you see here, I have multiple locations that I searched for manually and pinned them for easier access. But now the only way to pin locations is by choosing from the suggested list. Previously, I used to be able to search for whatever place I want and then tap on directions. It used to show me a button here called Pin, and when I tap on it, it will show up under the Go tab, which is no longer the case. Next, Google Chrome, and it got a new Dino themed QR codes for Android and desktop versions, so let me show you how it looks. Let's say I want to share this page. When I tap on the three dots, tap on share, then tap on QR code, I get this new Dino themed QR code. Next, Google Contacts, and now you can change your profile picture by tapping on the avatar, and then you will see a small camera icon next to the profile picture. When you tap on it, it will take you to another page to do the changes you want. The first button you get is called Change, and here you can choose between Google Photos, Device Photos, or Camera, or you can simply remove the profile picture, and by this it will use the initial letter of your name. Or you can tap on the three dots at the top and tap on Past Profile Pictures. It will take you to a web-based screen so you can check your previous profile pictures and choose the one you want. And finally, Pixel users got a new wallpapers category called Curated Culture, and when you go inside you will see 3 different colorful wallpapers. So that's pretty much it for today. Those are all the new changes on Google Apps that I spotted in the first week of February. So please let me know in the comments, would you like me to stick to the weekly schedule or you prefer the monthly videos? So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my video, and if you do, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching.